Brothers and sisters, tell me, who do you think are the most famous and most dangerous scammers and identity thieves known to man? Who would you say, the Jamaicans? Or maybe you would say the Nigerians? Or maybe you think it's another group of people? Yeah, tell me, brothers and sisters, which group of people you think have pulled off the most famous and most dangerous identity theft ever known to man? And tell me another thing. Do you think our Father, our Creator, Yahawah, do you think He loves everyone in this world? Or is there a specific group of people that He hates? Follow me, brothers and sisters, as I answer these three questions with written references and biblical proof taken directly from the Bible. But before I continue, let me say, greetings and blessings, my brothers and sisters, children of Yahawah. Today, in this presentation, Module 10, we will be exploring the greatest identity theft ever known to man. We will connect the dots to expose the great thief, why they did the identity theft. We will look at the biblical and historical significance, and finally what it means for the rest of the world moving forward. So let's start by doing a quick revision from some of our previous presentations. Starting with our Module 3, which talks about creation, Tower of Babel, separation, and reunification. Well, back in Module 3, we showed that the original generations of Adam were black. In fact, white people and the spin-offs of white people did not come about until the time of Esau and Jacob. We see this in Genesis 25, verse 23 to 26. This happened long after the flood with Noah. You see, brothers and sisters, Abraham had Isaac, and Isaac got married to Rebekah. We see this in Genesis 25, verse 19 to 20. Rebekah then gave birth to twins. This is in verse 24. However, they were not identical twins. In fact, there were two totally different manner of people. We see this in verse 23. Then in Genesis 25, verse 25, we see that Rebekah's firstborn, Esau came out red. Now, he was the first white man, the second manner of people. While Jacob came out normal. Jacob, his twin brother, came out normal. He came out black. He was the first manner of people. We see this in verse 26. So Esau and Jacob are brothers, twins to be exact, but they are not identical twins. They were two totally different manner of people. The Bible then shows that the Almighty, Yahawah changed Jacob's name to Israel. We see this in Genesis 32, verse 28. While Esau is known as the father of Edom. This is in Genesis 36, verse 1, and also in verse 8 to 9. Esau is Edom. So, Israel, a black man, the first manner of people, have a brother whose name is Esau, who is Edom, a white man, the second manner of people. Yes, Israel, a group of black people, and Edom, a group of white people, and all spin-offs of white people, are brothers. Let that sink in for a bit. Now here's where it gets more interesting. So Israel, and remember, Jacob's name was changed to Israel, right? So Israel had 12 sons, which is called the 12 tribes of Israel. We see this in Genesis 35, verse 22 to 26. Now, of the 12 tribes, Judah is one of the sons. And incidentally, the word Jew is coming from Judah. Just do a search in Wikipedia or go to www.daretothink.info or www.jewfaq.org/whoisajew. Just go to any one of these sites to confirm what I'm saying. So, Jews are supposed to be a descendant of Judah. And he, Judah, was one of Israel, not all of Israel. So therefore, Jews cannot own all of the country we are now calling Israel, along with the occupied territory. And besides, as we have shown, Judah was a black man of the first manner of people. So how on earth are Jews today now portraying themselves as white? Remember, white people are from Edom, which is Esau. They are the second manner of people. Strange, right? So let's continue the analysis. Well, please follow me carefully, brothers and sisters. As shown in our Module 6 presentation, which talks about the name of the Father and Son. As shown in that presentation, in the book of Kings, after the reign of King Solomon, the unified kingdom of Israel was split and divided into two. We see this in 1 Kings 12, verse 16 to 21. We see that the tribes of Judah and Benjamin, along with some of the Levites, came together as the kingdom of Judah, while the other 9 tribes, along with the rest of the Levites that didn't go with Judah, they came together as the kingdom of Israel. Now, these 9 tribes and the portion of the Levites that followed them, forming the kingdom of Israel, were later captured by the Assyrians. We see this in 2 Kings 17, verse 6. Now, this is believed to have occurred around 722 BC. On a quick side note, today the 9 tribes, along with a portion of Levites that follow them, forming the kingdom of Israel, are referred to as the lost 10 tribes of Israel, as they were scattered all over the world. Did you notice in 2 Kings 17, verse 24 to 28, that the Assyrians took one of the priests from the kingdom of Israel and let the priests show the Assyrians how to observe the traditions of the true Israelites and serve the true God of Israel? So from there, around 612 BC, the Assyrians then fell to the Babylonians, as the Father stated it would in Zephaniah 2, verse 13. See also Jeremiah 46, verse 2. Carchemish was part of Assyria. Now, this was the final capture by King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. Then around 605 BC, the kingdom of Judah also fell to Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon. We see this in 2 Kings 24, verse 10 to 17. Judah was later released from Babylon before Babylon fell. So here's one thing that many people did not know. Many people did not know that Edom also fell to Babylon, as per Jeremiah 25, verse 9 and verse 21. Many people also didn't know that Ashkenazi then ended up being one of the kingdoms that captured Babylon. Yes, Ashkenazi was one of the kingdoms that ended up capturing Babylon. You just see Jeremiah 51, verse 27 for the proof. So let's do a brief recap. First, Assyria captured Israel. Then Babylon captured Assyria. Then Babylon captured Judah. And then Babylon turned around and captured Edom. After that, Babylon released Judah, and then Ashkenazi, with others, captured Babylon. Yes, Ashkenazi captured Babylon, who had captured Edom. Now, while you think about that, let us throw in some more biblical facts. So here's a biblical fact. As per 2 Kings 17, verse 24 to 28, the Assyrians who captured Israel took one of the priests from the kingdom of Israel and let the priests show the Assyrians how to observe the traditions of the true Israelites and serve the true God of Israel. Here is another biblical fact. In Nehemiah 13, verse 23, we see that when Babylon captured the kingdom of Judah, they, meaning Judah, started mixing and marrying in other races. The mixture was so bad that verse 24 shows that the children born of these mixed marriages, some of them could not even speak in their original language. They started speaking in other people's language. So the original Israelites, the black people, the first manner of people, started showing other people their traditions and started mixing with these other people to the extent that they, the Israelites, started losing their own language. Logically, if they, the true Israelites, if they started losing their language, don't you think that they would also start losing their traditions and eventually lose their identity? All right, so here are some more biblical facts. In 2 Kings 17, verse 24 to 28, it is shown that the Assyrians learned and acknowledged the one and only true God, Yahawah, the God of the true Israelites. But during this time, other nations, including Babylon, started knowing and fearing the true Creator as well. Clearly, these other people knew that Yahawah, the God of Israel, favored the children of Israel, and that the Almighty loved the children of Israel more than all other people, as per Deuteronomy 7, verse 6. I mean, Deuteronomy 7, verse 3 even showed that the true Israelites should not mix or marry any other set of people. Yes, let that sink in. The children of Israel was not supposed to marry or mix into other nations. They were and still are special, and everyone knew back then and still know this today. Brothers and sisters, please bear with me a little bit while I digress. Yes, the first set of people on the face of the earth during the days of Adam were black. All of Adam's children were black up to that point. Then from one set of black people came Hebrew. For example, Abraham and Isaac. And from Hebrew, specifically from Isaac, came Israel. Remember, Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Now, from Israel came the children of Israel. And the children of Israel were split into two kingdoms, the kingdom of Israel and the kingdom of Judah. So, therefore, not all black people are Hebrew, nor Israel, nor Judah. Yes, some black people today are not children of Israel. Know this. Not everyone who looks black are a member of the tribes of Israel. Not every black people are a chosen people. Incidentally, this explains the slave trade and why white people use black people to capture other black people. The people who these other black people were capturing were the children of Israel. They were capturing Israel to sell them to the white people. However, this is another topic to be discussed another time. Now, going back on topic to answer one of the questions asked at the beginning of the presentation. Let's go to Malachi 1 verse 3, Ezekiel 25 verse 12 to 14, and Jeremiah 49 verse 7 to 10. You see, brothers and sisters, even though Edom was Israel's brother, and even though Edom was Isaac's favorite son, we see this in Genesis 25 verse 28. Malachi 1 verse 3 shows that the Creator hated Edom. Just look at Ezekiel 25 verse 12 to 14. We see that Edom took vengeance on Judah by helping the Babylonians, among other things. And by doing so, Edom have brought down the anger of the Almighty on themselves. Now look in Jeremiah 49 verse 7 to 10. You see the destruction that will come down on Edom, and that his seed is spoiled and he is not, meaning his children will be damaged and erased. Tell me, did you answer that question correctly? There you have it, brothers and sisters. The true God, Yahawah, hated Esau, which is Edom. So no, he does not love all people. He loves the children of Israel and those who keep his commandments. And I know some of you are going to ask, why would the Almighty create us all and not love us all? Well, I would ask you, why should he love you if you are not keeping his commandments? I mean, in the same way that a man, an earthly father, would say that his children are his world, the same way the Creator highlighted in John 3 verse 16 that he loves the world. However, the world refers to the children of Israel and those who keep his commandments, not the entire world as you would think. So the Creator loved the children of Israel specifically because they were keeping his commandments. They were the ones that were keeping his commandments. Now, don't get it twisted. Even those children of Israel that were not keeping his commandments, they were also destroyed. Just go back to the flood of Noah. Only 8 people survived. Right? I know you might find it hard to swallow. So let me point you to what the Son, Yahawah, who some of you incorrectly call Jesus. Let me point out to you what he said. Go to John 8, verse 42 to 44. Here he clearly told some people that their father is the devil. So now, again, I ask you, why should he love you if you're not keeping his commandments? Everyone that's keeping his commandments are loved. So no, not everyone in the entire world is the Creator's chosen child. And when he says he loves the world, he means he loves his children that are keeping his commandments. They are his world. Now, going on to Ashkenazi and more biblical facts. In Genesis 10 verse 2, we see that Ashkenazi is coming from Noah's son Japheth. We also see in verse 5 that they were part of the Isles of the Gentiles. Brothers and sisters, check it for yourself. Genesis 10 verse 5 clearly states that Ashkenazi are Gentiles. So how on earth today they are calling themselves Jewish? Brothers and sisters, the children of Israel are coming from Jacob, who came from Isaac, who came from Abraham. Now, Abraham's name was changed to Abraham. His name was originally Abram. Now, Abraham is coming from Shem, which is one of Noah's other sons, not Japheth. Just look in Genesis 11, verse 10 to 32. You see, today, Ashkenazi are calling themselves Jewish, but clearly they are not. See Revelation 2 verse 9 and Revelation 3 verse 9, which states, those who lie and say they are Jews, but are not. They are the synagogue of Satan. These are not my words, people. These words are coming from the Bible, the King James Version of the Bible. Wake up, people. Do a simple Google search of prominent Ashkenazi people today, and you will see they are calling themselves Jewish. They are not. Brothers and sisters, at this point, let's do another brief recap so that we can answer the 2 questions about identity theft. So the Assyrians and Babylonians captured both Israel and Judah. Now they learned about the one true God from the children of Israel and started mixing and marrying into the children of Israel. Babylon then captured Edom, who our Creator hate. Babylon then released Judah, not Israel. Judah. And Judah then went back down into Egypt, which is North Africa. See Jeremiah 43 verse 6. Judah went back into Egypt, even though Jeremiah told Judah they should not. See all of Jeremiah chapter 42 and Jeremiah 43 verse 1 to 5. On a side note, do you see in Jeremiah 42 verse 18 where Jeremiah warned Judah not to go into Egypt, which is North Africa? Jeremiah warned Judah not to go into Egypt, and if they go, the plagues and the curse that will come upon them. Do you see that in Jeremiah 42 verse 18? On a second side note, did you hear the chatter that most Jamaicans are from the tribe of Benjamin, from the kingdom of Judah? Worth investigating, isn't it? Maybe we should. For now though, let's just stick to the first side note. Guess what? As mentioned, they disobeyed the Almighty. And guess what? The plagues and the curse did come upon them. Guess what even more? This explains the slave trade. See some of the plagues mentioned in Deuteronomy 28 and how it describes exactly what black people endured during the slave trade. Yes, the slaves were the children of Israel being sold out of Africa by Africans. The specific children of Israel in this case were the tribes of Judah, Benjamin, and some of the Levites. And yes, they were considered the kingdom of Judah. But these were the children of Israel that were being sold into the slave trade. And no, Native Indians and no other group were not a part of it. Tell me, which other people other than black people were moved by ships? Just look in Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. You see, while some other group of people may have experienced some of the things mentioned in Deuteronomy 28, only black people, specifically the children of Israel, specifically the kingdom of Judah, which includes Judah, Benjamin, and some of the Levites. Only these set of people experience all of what is mentioned in Deuteronomy 28. So stop expanding the group. It's not about all of the people that white people marginalize. White people marginalize some spin-offs of white people in the same way that black people captured other black people and sold them in the slave trade. The slave trade specifically points to the children of Israel. Again, brothers and sisters, stop expanding the definition of Israelites to include all people that were marginalized by white people. Not all people that were marginalized by white people are Israelites. Spin-offs of white people that were marginalized by white people does not make them an Israelite. Once more, going back on topic to answer the identity theft questions. So after Babylon released Judah, the Ashkenazi, with the help of Arat and Mini, captured Babylon. Now, as stated, there was clearly intermarriage and intermixing among the captured people and the capturers. It would appear as if the Ashkenazi mixed heavily with Edom, resulting in the total mixture of Edom into Ashkenaz, as per Jeremiah 49 verse 10, which states that Esau's seed will be erased. This assimilation of Edom into Ashkenazi is proven today using strong historical evidence that shows that Idumean, which is Edom in Greek, and Ashkenazi assimilated. See www.jewishvirtuallibrary.org/the Edomites. As you can see from the link, which happens to be an Ashkenazi Jewish link, by the way, as you can see from the link, a prominent Idumean is Herod. Yes, the same Herod who tried to kill our Savior Yahawah, who some of you incorrectly call Jesus. So looking at the entire picture, Ashkenazi, who knew about the true creator and the blessings given to the true children of Israel, who have now assimilated Israel's brother, which is Edom, who know that Judah have went to Africa, is now in a position to completely steal Israel's identity. After all, the small remnants of the true children of Israel that remain would not be a threat. All the Ashkenazi had to do was employ the remnant of the assimilated Idumeans, which is Edomites, employ them as rulers, which Herod was a ruler, an Edomite ruler, and bam, identity theft made easy. So why steal Israel's identity? Well, to try to steal the blessings, of course. Remember, Edom had sold his birthright for food. Now, Edom always wanted it back. He always wanted back the blessing. Ashkenazi is now Edom. Now, Ashkenazi wants it. Just look around you. Who controls banking and financial wealth today? Who controls the biggest armies and the biggest colonizers today? Who are really getting away with the worst atrocities in modern times today? Who have told the most lies and tried to rewrite history today? Who have gotten away with the biggest identity theft known to man? Need I say more? The fact of the matter is the Jamaicans and, and the Nigerians are babies trying to enter the game of scamming compared to these people. So what happens now? What does the future hold? Well, we already mentioned what the Creator said will happen in the book of Revelation. See Revelation 3 verse 9. Furthermore, as we have shown in our presentation, Module 9, which speaks about the whore and the two beasts, just like how the Ashkenazi, played a pivotal role in bringing down Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon, they also have a pivotal role in bringing down today's Babylon. See Revelation 18 verse 2. There you have it, brothers and sisters. Again, these are not my words. I am merely delivering a message that was written long before I was born. Who know? Oh, by the way, there are 5 more things that must be said. Now follow me closely, brothers and sisters. These 5 things needs logic, understanding, an open mind, and deductions based on facts. Firstly, as shown earlier, the Father told the children of Israel not to mix with other people or race of people around them. See also Deuteronomy 7 verse 3. So no, diversity, inclusion, and assimilation are not supposed to be some things for the children of Israel to be a part of. Even though the children of Israel are black, they are not supposed to mix with others, neither black or white. Secondly, as shown, the first white man was Esau, which is Edom. Now, if all others before him were black, seeing a white man would seem odd. Hence, the other people around him would not want to mix with him. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that some blacks would not mix with him, because clearly some did. What I'm saying is that the majority of the blacks around at the time would not mix with the white anomaly. This means that the Edomites would have remained relatively intact. They would have remained relatively white. They would have remained white and relatively untouched, even after being captured by Babylon. Thirdly, since Edom were the only whites around at the time, this means that the Assyrians who captured Israel initially were also black. Hear this also. It also means that the original Ashkenaz were also black. Yes, the original Ashkenaz must have been black before they started mixing with Edom, which was white. Let that sink in for a second. Now, the fact that the modern day Ashkenazi are white, based on the arguments thus far, a certain theory could be put forward, which brings me to the fourth point. So here's the fourth point. Based on what's said and proven thus far, the theory that Ashkenaz actively seeked and mixed with Edom while the other blacks at the time shunned Edom, it has much merit. By embracing Edom, mixing and marrying them, it fulfilled the prophecy that Edom would be erased, and this was done by assimilation into Ashkenaz. Boom! Ashkenazi started the dilution into whiteness as we see them today, a product of Edom. Think about it. The spoils of war belongs to the victors, right? They, the victors, usually take the land, the treasures, and the women. The men were usually killed, and if any men survived, they would be taken as slaves. Ashkenaz, coming from the north, would have carried some of the spoils, which includes Edomite women. They would have carried them back north, over the Caucasus Mountains, into modern-day Russia and Germany. Now, some Ashkenaz soldiers would undoubtedly remain in Babylon, breeding with Edom and enjoying their spoils right there in Babylon. This brings me to my fifth point. Being the victors and assimilating Edom started the whitewashing, along with the spreading of the whiteness all the way from Egypt in the south to up north into Russia, Germany, and beyond. It also explains why Ashkenazi, which is now white, have traces of DNA from Egypt, the Middle East, and Europe. Their Ashkenazi, their whiteness, started after they conquered Babylon and began spreading henceforth. It further explains why the Middle East have a black population that you can barely see today. They're barely seen in economic circles. The whites or near whites are in control of the region. Think about it, brothers and sisters. Argentina took less than 200 years to assimilate their black population, which was estimated at between 20,000 to 30,000 blacks in 1890. Now we can Google this to double check. Today, there's barely any visible black person in Argentina. No, Argentina did not kill out their black population. They assimilated them. Now, when Babylon fell, Babylon's population was estimated at between 150,000 to 200,000 people. Now, Babylon would have been the superpower at that time, right? So many people would have been included in their population, which would also have included a healthy contingent of the Edomites. Now, you can Google this to double check. Now, is it hard to see that the Ashkenazi coming in would have been able to mix with the healthy contingent of the Edomites, and the product being the whitewashing of Ashkenazi Edomites that we're seeing today? Brothers and sisters, Argentina did it in less than 200 years. The Ashkenazi have been doing it for over 2,000 years. Ashkenazi stopped in Egypt, which is North Africa, while the kingdom of Judah, which includes Judah, Benjamin, and some of the Levites, went deeper and deeper into Africa. The only way to get to Judah was to get other black people to capture Judah, thereby kicking off the modern slave trade, which was also a fulfillment of prophecy because Judah did not listen to the Father. So yes, Ashkenazi robbed Edom to rob Israel. Ashkenazi's ultimate goal is to rob the blessings from Israel. However, Judah's push into Africa enabled the preservation of the truth which has come to light. Brothers and sisters, all we can do at this point is watch the continued fulfillment of prophecy. Ashkenazi became white by assimilating Edom. They brought down Babylon. Now they are set to bring down the new Babylon, today's Babylon, as per the book of Revelation. It is happening in real time, and you and I have front row seats to the show. Only difference is the show will not be enjoyable. We will not enjoy this show. Brothers and sisters, this concludes our presentation. Thank you for your time. Please check out our other videos at www.youtube.com/@callingisrael. And remember, if you have biblical questions of your own, please feel free to subscribe and ask your questions. We will make every effort to answer them in future discussions and presentations. Thank you.